Is it really possible to feel 30 years younger in just 3 minutes a day? If you're watching this, chances are you've had those days where your body just doesn't move the way it used to. Your knees ache, your balance feels shaky, and simple tasks like climbing stairs or carrying groceries suddenly feel like a workout. Sound familiar? You're not alone. But here's the exciting part. What if I told you that even at 84, you could feel like you're 50 again, just by changing a few simple habits that take almost no time at all? In this video, I'm going to share 5 powerful daily practices that can literally turn back the clock on how your body feels. These aren't gimmicks, and they're not complicated routines. Each one takes 3 minutes or less, and they've helped countless people just like you regain strength, energy, and confidence in their bodies. Now, before we dive in, let me be clear. This isn't a magical fix. But if you stick with these 5 steps, you'll likely start noticing changes you didn't think were possible at your age. Maybe it's waking up with less stiffness. Maybe it's walking longer without getting winded. Or maybe it's that incredible feeling of being in control of your body again. Something many of us assume slips away with age. Here's the truth. Feeling young isn't about chasing youth. It's about preserving function, energy, and joy in the years ahead. And the best part? You don't need a gym membership, fancy supplements, or a personal trainer. You just need commitment, consistency, and 3 minutes a day. So stay with me until the end, because each step builds on the last. And by the time we get to number 5, you might just realize something revolutionary. Growing older doesn't have to mean growing weaker. In fact, you might even feel better than you did 20 years ago. Ready? Let's begin. Let's start with number 1. Morning joint activation. Have you ever woken up feeling stiff, like your body needs a few minutes to grease the hinges? That's not just age, it's science. After hours of lying still, the fluid around your joints thickens slightly, almost like syrup on a cold morning. When you jump out of bed without gently warming up, it's no wonder your knees creak or your back tightens. The solution? A 3-minute morning movement ritual focused on your major joints: hips, knees, ankles, and shoulders. No yoga mats, no equipment. Just sit at the edge of your bed and slowly rotate your ankles 10 times each direction. Gently bend and straighten your knees. Twist your torso side to side. Finish with shoulder rolls and neck turns. Why does this work? You're circulating synovial fluid, which helps joints glide smoothly and reduces that rusty feeling so many of us wake up with. It might seem too simple to matter, but this tiny habit is the difference between shuffling out of bed and stepping into your day with confidence. There's a hidden benefit too. These movements send a signal to your brain that it's time to switch on. For folks in their 60s, 70s, and beyond, this is huge. Your coordination, balance, and even mental clarity are tied to how your nervous system fires up after rest. Take Edward, an 81-year-old who started doing this daily. Before, he needed help just to get out of bed. After 2 weeks, he was making breakfast for his wife again. That's the power of 3 mindful minutes. Remember, the goal isn't to touch your toes. It's to feel steady on your feet and prevent falls. Every fall avoided is a year of independence preserved. Your body isn't a fragile antique. It's a tool that thrives with use. Think of these movements like oil for an engine. A little care keeps everything running smoothly. Now, let's talk about number 2. The deep breathing reset. Did you know energy doesn't just come from food or sleep? It comes from oxygen. And how you breathe in those first few morning minutes can either recharge you or drain you before the day even begins. Most of us breathe shallowly without realizing it, which signals stress to the body, even when we're perfectly safe. That's why starting your day with 3 minutes of deep, intentional breathing can be transformative. Here's how. Sit comfortably, feet flat on the floor. Close your eyes and rest your hands on your belly. Breathe in slowly through your nose, letting your abdomen rise. Exhale even slower through your mouth, like a gentle sigh. This simple practice lowers cortisol, regulates your heart rate, and calms your nervous system, centering you before the day's chaos begins. Take Linda, 77, who used to wake up with her heart racing. Doctors found nothing wrong. It was anxiety. After adding this breathing reset to her mornings, she told me, "I'm not chasing the day anymore. I'm leading it." The key: don't force it. There's no perfect technique. Just let each exhale release tension. For older adults, this is especially powerful. As we age, our bodies become more sensitive to stress hormones. 3 minutes of deep breathing is like hitting a reset button for your entire system, so you can face the day with calm, clarity, and energy. Stay tuned for habit number 3, where we'll tackle a surprising trick to boost mobility. No stretching required. And if you're finding this helpful, don't forget to like, follow Elder Health Essentials, and share this with someone who needs it. Together, let's prove that aging isn't about decline. It's about thriving. Think about it. A simple phone call, a memory, even silence. These can trigger a surge of adrenaline, leaving you feeling tense without knowing why. But with a daily breathing practice, you create something powerful. Space between stimulus and response. You teach your body. You don't have to react to everything like an emergency. That control, that calm, that's where real strength lives. Now, you might dismiss this because it sounds too easy. But here's the truth. The most profound changes often come from the simplest habits. Commit to just 3 minutes of deep breathing each morning, and I promise, you will notice a shift. Maybe not on day 1, but by day 5, your mornings might start feeling less like a frantic race and more like a steady rhythm. And over time, that rhythm becomes your unshakable foundation. Pause for engagement. If you're finding this helpful, comment number 2 below to let me know you're with me. And if you haven't yet, hit subscribe and turn on notifications. Your support helps Elder Health Essentials keep creating content that empowers you. Now, let's move to habit number 3, the leg activation routine. Habit number 3, the 3-minute leg wake-up. There's something almost magical about waking up your legs the right way. Most people roll out of bed and stumble straight into their day. No stretching, no movement. But here's the problem. Your legs are like the roots of a tree. If they're stiff, weak, or asleep, everything above them, your balance, posture, even your energy, feels off. Take Walter, 64, who told me his legs felt like cement blocks every morning. He blamed age, arthritis, even his shoes, until he tried a 3-minute leg activation routine. Seated marches, lifting knees gently. Toe raises while holding a chair. Slow calf lifts to wake up circulation. Within weeks, his balance improved, and he said, "My legs finally want to move again." No supplements, no gadgets, just habit. Why this works? Blood flow equals energy. Engaging your legs draws fresh oxygen and nutrients to your joints and muscles. Prevents the slow decline. Inactivity lets weakness creep in. 3 minutes a day keeps you ahead of it. Strong legs equals freedom. Walking confidently, carrying groceries, standing up without struggle. These aren't small things. They're dignity. You don't need a gym, just consistency. Start tomorrow. 3 minutes every morning. Feel your feet connect to the ground. Remind your legs, I still need you. That's how you turn back the clock, one mindful movement at a time. Habit number 4, the anti-inflammatory breakfast secret. Now, let's talk about a hidden enemy of aging vitality: inflammation. It doesn't shout. It creeps in silently, stiffening joints, draining energy, making every step heavier. And guess where it often starts? On your plate. Your breakfast sets the tone for the day. Processed sugars, refined carbs, and inflammatory oils send your body a message. Brace for aches and fatigue. But swap just one ingredient for an anti-inflammatory powerhouse, like wild blueberries, and the difference can be staggering. Why wild blueberries? Packed with antioxidants that reduce oxidative stress. Fight joint inflammation, especially in hips and knees. Support brain health and circulation, key for staying sharp and active. Practical tip: try this tomorrow. Swap sugary cereal for a bowl of oatmeal topped with wild blueberries, chia seeds, and a drizzle of honey. 3 minutes to prepare, but the payoff: more energy, less stiffness, and legs that feel lighter. Stay tuned for habit number 5, the easiest yet most overlooked practice for maintaining muscle mass as you age. Hint: it's not what you think. Which of these habits are you excited to try? Let me know in the comments. And if you're loving this series, share it with a friend, because everyone deserves to age with strength and joy. Don't forget to subscribe to Elder Health Essentials for more science-backed tips to thrive at any age. The Anti-Inflammatory Breakfast and Omega-3 Secret. Final habits. Let me tell you about Elaine. At 77, she walked every morning, but by evening, her knees would swell painfully. She assumed it was just aging until we looked at her breakfast: sweetened yogurt and white toast. When she swapped that for oats topped with wild blueberries, walnuts, and cinnamon, something remarkable happened. Within weeks, she could walk twice as far without that deep ache. No magic, just science. Her body finally had the tools to fight inflammation. And here's the beautiful part: these foods aren't rare or expensive. Frozen wild blueberries, no need for organic. Chia seeds, turmeric. They're all grocery store staples. You don't need a gourmet recipe, just consistency. Blend them into a smoothie, stir into oatmeal, or sprinkle over yogurt. The method matters less than the habit, because over time, these small choices build stronger joints, lighter legs, and faster recovery after a long day on your feet. If this resonates with you, comment number 4 below. And if you're new here, hit subscribe. Your support helps Elder Health Essentials keep creating life-changing content. Now, let's dive into our final habit: the Omega-3 Powerhouse. Habit number 5. Cold water fish for ageless legs. Nature holds a secret for keeping legs strong, and it's hiding in cold water fish like salmon, mackerel, and sardines. These aren't just proteins. They're medicine for your muscles and circulation. Here's why. As we age, heaviness in our legs often stems from inflamed blood vessels, slowing oxygen flow to our lower body. Omega-3s in these fish relax blood vessels, reduce inflammation, and help muscles recover. Take Walter, 82, who felt like his legs were sandbags on stairs. After adding grilled salmon twice weekly, he told me, "My legs don't argue with me anymore. They cooperate. No fish, no problem. Try algae-based omega-3 supplements, just as effective. Canned sardines, cheap, shelf-stable, and packed with nutrients. Pro tip: pair omega-3s with leafy greens like spinach to boost absorption. And remember, what you remove matters too. Cutting back on processed meats and fried foods helps omega-3s work even better. Final thoughts. Small steps, big strength. So, what stood out to you today? Was it how blueberries can quiet joint inflammation? The way 3 minutes of leg activation prevents decline? Or how omega-3s turn heavy legs into willing partners? Here's the truth. Age doesn't define strength. Habits do. You don't need a complete life overhaul. Just one change. Adding wild blueberries, trying a 3-minute breathing reset, or eating salmon twice a week can spark a transformation. Your challenge this week. Pick one tip from today and try it. Then come back and tell us, what shifted for you? Your stories inspire our community. If this video helped you, please like, share with a friend, and subscribe to Elder Health Essentials. Together, let's prove that aging isn't about loss. It's about unlocking the strength that's always been within you. Thank you for trusting us with your health journey. We read every comment, so don't hesitate to share your thoughts below. Until next time, keep moving, keep thriving.